So now
Welcome back to WATTPOD.
Ooh.
No, I'm joking.
No, seriously, go ahead.
No, it's your turn.
That's
I
a
did
good
it
way of
last time.
starting. Yeah, but like, actually, we don't know. The order's a bit messed up.
I did it last time.
What? That's how I'm going to start. Just what? You might say something very rude there.
No, I was trying to think of a fun thing.
All right, guys, welcome back to the special
Okay, cool.
episode. We call this the hoodie episode because me and Walid are both wearing hoodies. And no, we did not plan this. This genuinely just happened out of the blue.
I'm stuck.
And yeah, like what? And the thing is, actually, on this very special day, we've had a very traumatic weekend, haven't we? That's probably why we're wearing hoodies.
I've actually had a good weekend.
Really? You've had a great weekend?
Yeah.
The world hasn't.
I
The
left,
UK
my,
hasn't.
I left my job. I've had the best weekend.
So if you're watching, whoever he worked at before, you know that he hated every single one of you. And he's
No,
glad that
not
he's
the
away.
people.
But
Just
if you
the
say
job.
so. That's what we said before the podcast recording.
Whoa.
We talked about bad dreams, and then he started talking about him dreaming and slaving away and certain people at work making it worse. And he couldn't wake up from that dream.
What the heck? That's not even what I said.
No, it's not. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but of course this weekend's been very traumatic for most of UK, especially the drivers.
Unnecessary traumaticness
Unnecessary, of their own doing.
of their own doing.
Yeah,
Yes,
100%. Yeah, I mean, we're releasing this next week, so it may have been averted, fingers crossed by then. But the fuel crisis, it really seemingly came out of nowhere, though, like
Yeah.
how quickly it expanded. I mean, what was your experience behind it? Did it impact you in any way?
No, I don't have a car. I don't have
No,
a
but
driver's
still,
license.
like, you must have seen some stuff. Like
Oh,
queues.
mate.
Yeah,
You know where my workplace is, right?
yeah, I
Sort
do.
of, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, where my workplace is, there was a queue outside of it on Sunday.
Mhm.
I worked Sunday morning all day, and then there was a queue outside of my workplace. So you had to line up in the queue to get into our like shop. So there was a line all the way there,
Ooh.
and the thing is, the line basically goes like this, turns around, and then round again to the back, all the way
Yeah.
down to the Tesco petrol pump.
That's
That
horrible.
queue was there from 8 a.m. till about 2 p.m. That queue was non-stop. I was like, what on earth? Like, it's ridiculous.
You know, the first time I experienced this wave,
Yeah.
also, I wasn't going to a petrol station. I was literally going to New Malden. Like,
Yeah.
bearing in mind, my house, New Malden, is like, at like 9 o'clock, it's like a 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
It took me about 40 minutes.
My God.
And do you know why? Because there's a queue going towards the Shell where you join the motorway, basically.
Oh, on the right.
Yeah, I don't know what the name of the road is, but you know...
It's like opposite the Krispy Kreme.
Oh, no, that's too
Oh.
far. I'm literally
Oh, I see.
right at the start joining the A3 from Chesington.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
way
Okay,
there.
yeah,
There's
that
a show
one.
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And people were lining up. And I think some of them thought I was lining up for the petrol station as well.
Yeah.
So this is when I knew it was crazy, right? I was trying to get past. I was trying to go to the lane where you join the motorway,
Yeah.
not the one joining the petrol. And they got so afraid. The car next to was like, nope. Kevin goes, nope. And I was like, bro, I'm trying to go there. He's like, nope. And I had to literally look at him through my window and be like, I'm trying to go there. And he goes, oh, okay. And while I was trying to turn there, lady was trying to cut me off so she could get. And I was like, I literally looked at her, I was like, what are you doing? And she got a bit, she realized she was in the wrong, innit? So
Yeah.
she was like, all right, that's fine.
Like, let me
and
back
then,
off.
And then eventually I went over, but I just remember this queue was so long, it added on an extra like
Half an hour.
half an hour to my journey.
It's ridiculous. I don't
Yeah.
even understand why they're going so crazy. And the thing is, most of the people in the queue, they're like, you know, I have a lot of friends on like social media, and they're posting like, oh, had half a tank, now I got a full tank. Had 3/4 of a tank, now I got a full tank. Get your
Yeah.
petrol. It's like, why? Why are you going to the petrol pump?
It's
if you're-
unnecessary, yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
Because a lot of people that are trying to do one journey with like jerry cans or whatever, so they're trying to time when they go. But the issue with that is you're making massive queues.
Yeah.
But it adds more. The reason why the petrol is now there could be a shortage is because of the excess buying.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the only reason
That's the
why.
only reason.
Like there was not enough lorry drivers. You could
Yeah.
still make do. Like there was enough supplies, but everyone was like, just like with the toilet paper situation
Exactly,
with COVID,
yeah.
they were like, yep, let's go in there, let's grab what we can, and let's duck
Yeah.
out.
It's literally when the demand is higher than the supply, that's when it happens.
And that's what annoys me. Like this is, and I'm sorry
it's
to
not
say
even
this,
like-
it's a British thing.
yeah,
it genuinely is a British
because
thing.
it's not like a natural demand.
It's-
It's a very unnatural demand.
Yeah.
I don't know what weirdo started some random Twitter rumor like, guys, we're not gonna have petrol, go fuel up. And for some reason, like it blew up, and everyone's like, let's go get petrol.
It's because of that saying, right? They'd rather be safe than sorry, and they have a weird distrust with the government to this extent, right? certain things the government will say, they'll be like, it is what it is. They'll
Yeah.
mock them. If a government says something which is close to being like panicking, instead of taking it for word, they'll go to the extreme.
Yeah.
I know that was worded really properly, but let me give an example. COVID, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you should remain in your homes. At first, when I said you should remain on your homes, people panicked to the extent where they didn't want to talk to people. They used to sanitize every time.
Yeah.
They were like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. They were very extreme germaphobe.
Yeah.
As soon as the government gave the orders to stay at home, they're like, you can't go anywhere, lockdown in. They were like, it's not even that bad. I'm going to do what I want. Little thing, you know what? There might be some lorry drivers who are a bit short. Everyone goes boom straight to the back.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like if they said you are not allowed to get any more petrol.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. If they said, you're not allowed to get any more petrol, get some now. Like get all what you can now. They're gonna be like, I'd rather stay at home. I can get it later.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I genuinely believe British people are like that.
They'll do the opposite of what is told.
It's just,
basically.
and it's not every British person,
No,
but
of course not.
it is
Because there's a lot of
large
people who
majority.
genuinely need petrol. Or
I needed petrol. I had to keep half an hour just to get petrol. I was on reserve.
Bro,
I had to turn off my car. Listen, I had to turn off my car when the queue wasn't moving, so I had enough petrol to get to the point. Like, do you know how annoying that was?
No, but there's like ambulances and like fire engines and stuff like that. They need petrol, and a lot of
massive,
ambulances
yeah.
go to like a normal petrol station.
Yep.
And they can't get petrol.
There's
It's just
been
ridiculous.
situations that they were on shift and they ran out of
Yeah.
petrol for that day. Man actually was late and missed his appointment. He's 72-year-old, missed an appointment with A&E because of the
Yeah.
traffic, because people were just trying to get in.
Yeah, exactly. It's just ridiculous.
And-
honestly, this panic stuff is just.
And I'm sorry, this time you cannot, like, you can say what you want about the drivers and shortages. You can blame the government. It's not the government. It's us. It's the
Yeah,
people.
yeah, it's your
Like,
own fault.
It's our fault. Like
Yeah.
it's us. Like we're doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've never. Like, there's people who thought, you know what, let me just do it just in case. And probably majority of people thought that. I don't think majority of people didn't start off like, let's panic. They
Yeah.
probably saw everyone else doing it. They were like, let me just do it just in case.
Yeah. It's
But that's
more
how
like
you create that snowball effect.
more like a sheep herd.
Yeah, it's
Basically what that is. But yeah, I mean, what can you do, man? There's always gonna be issues like that and stuff. And like, aside from the fuel shortage stuff, there's those losers on the M25. Oh wait, that's very rude.
The losers on the M25. I don't think it's that rude. No, say your stuff, man.
Yeah,
Just
you
say
know
it.
what? If I'm political, I'm political.
Yeah.
Those losers on the
you
M25, bro. Just blocking the M25. Insulate Britain when the leader of their like group hasn't insulated his own home. What is happening? Why are you blocking the? What's the M25 got to do with insulating Britain? What on earth does M25 have to do with anything?
I think that caused a lot of issues as well, didn't
Yeah,
it? Like someone passed away or something,
Someone
right?
someone was having a seizure during the like blockage, and then the seizure got that bad that they got treated 6 hours later from when they should have.
And then doctor said if they got there like an hour or 2 hours early, they would have been
No,
fine.
the person who got the seizure is paralyzed.
Flipping, yeah.
Like honestly, it's mad. Like there's been so many. There was a company going to insulate homes stuck in the traffic jam caused by the group telling you to insulate your homes. How
But you know what?
ridiculous can that get?
You know what it is? That's what happens when people don't think through. And I feel like sometimes things can, if you don't remember what you're doing and why you're doing it,
Yeah.
it just becomes part of the routine.
Yeah.
Like there's been situations where you'll protest something,
yeah.
and in that situation we just mentioned, and you forget why you're protesting it, but then you just protest for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Like there's been loads of cases so far. Like again, we're not going to get into too much of it,
We're not gonna
but
go too far into it, but there has been
because there's been so many examples. That's why.
Yeah.
Like there's, and it's annoying because the majority of people, they'll agree with whatever it is they're protesting. Yeah, it's like I get frustrated because it's been proven this weekend has really put it into the forehand of why people are annoying. Because if you ask someone why they were there, right, they'll be like, oh, there's a fuel shortage. Well, there's not. So why are you there? Like, oh, well, the government said there's a shortage of lorry drivers. And then you ask them, okay, but if you go there and you get excess fuel, what do you think that does?
Yeah.
Oh, it makes the situation worse.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy to break down. If you just stop and you think,
Yeah. If you're
you
like
will get to the right conclusion.
if you have rational thinking, you'll be fine. Like a lot of the Extinction Rebellion or the Go Green and stuff like that, like everyone is for going green. Everyone's for stopping climate change and whatever, right? We've messed it up. We're almost at a point where we can't reverse it, but everyone's willing to reverse it. No one's come out and been like, you know what? I'm not, I mean, maybe Trump, but no one other than that, no one's come out and been like, you know what? I'm not reversing it. I'm going to do whatever I want to do, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, you know what? We will reverse it, yeah? And then you've got people just going crazy like, oh, electric cars, get them now. It's like, we can't. There's no infrastructure. There's not enough charging points. There's not enough money to do that. Do you reckon a normal, like, average family in the UK can afford an electric car? No, they can't. They can barely afford a normal 2007 car.
No,
and it's just ridiculous.
Well, it is rising though, to be fair. Like, just to counteract on that point, a lot of car companies, not right now,
Yeah.
but like, they're bringing out models where it's going to be pure electric. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
We are doing the turnover, we're just not ready for it now. But we
No,
will be
but that's what I
eventually.
mean. You can't do it instantly.
You can't do anything.
You can't do
instantly. No,
nothing
of
instantly.
course.
Nothing
Yeah.
can be happened overnight.
Yeah.
Insulate homes. Okay, yeah, we'll insulate our homes, but you blocking the M25 for 2 weeks straight, it's not gonna make the process quicker.
Yes, it's like they're saying.
Do you know
okay,
how many homes there are in the UK to insulate?
You know, I do feel it's a bit childish as well, because what you're saying is, if I don't get this in this time period,
Yeah.
then I'm going to carry on making your life worse
Yeah.
by screaming loud. That's basically what you're saying. Because these aren't, and here's the thing that annoys me: there are certain things that need protesting.
Yeah.
A lot of issues to do with social. These are about other people and their attitudes. Yes, you can protest that, and you should.
Yeah.
But when you protest things like that, you're taking away.
Yeah,
that.
you're taking
You
the
get what I'm saying?
importance of other things.
And it gives everyone a bad light. Like, every time people see protesters, they're gonna think something worse. Like,
Yeah.
and which is not the case. Throughout history, we've had protests of worthy causes.
Yeah.
Which have had significant
Even
impact,
like a
you
few
know?
months ago, the Black Lives Matter protest
There
was
you
a
go.
worthy protest.
It was an important
But
protest.
they didn't
important
block
conversation.
roads. They didn't block the M25. They didn't, go to the petrol stations and take all the petrol.
It's gonna, even
It doesn't make sense.
Even if you are, whether you're right wing, left wing, whatever it is, I believe political stances
Yeah.
do. If it's a social issue, whatever it is,
Yeah.
you have a right to protest it in the right
Yeah,
way.
in the right way, not in the.
Let's insulate homes right now in the 2 weeks. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense. No,
And
I'm all for insulating a home. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Insulate every single home in the UK because they should be insulated before, and like it should have been done when they were built.
Yeah.
but they weren't.
Yeah.
right. But now you've got such a backlog. How can you fill up the backlog like that quickly? You don't have enough people to insulate homes. You don't have enough people in that job field or that field of jobs to do it.
Just taking that point and going back to the fuel one, because you mentioned a really important point. You don't have. Well, the government said it right. We don't have enough drivers to transport the fuel.
Yeah.
That literally means there is fuel there, but we're a shortage of drivers.
Yeah. We're not short of fuel.
We're not short of fuel.
We're just short of delivery drivers.
Fuel is still getting there.
Yeah.
Fuel is still coming.
Yeah.
We have enough fuel here right now.
Yeah.
We're just short. It's basically the way the government is saying, you know what, there's some jobs available. We need some people. Apply to it. Like,
Yeah.
if you're, during COVID, if you lost your job, boom, become a driver.
Yeah.
People literally took it as, got to get the fuel as soon as possible. Now there could be a fuel shortage.
Mate, if there was a fuel shortage, it wouldn't be just us. France, Netherlands, Belgium, everyone would be affected.
In the UK, we may have created one for like a week or two. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
just
saying,
ridiculous.
I
It's the
don't know.
same with the food shortage. It's the same with everything. People have like
Toilet
overstocked.
paper shortage.
People have overstocked on food, water, and everything. Like, okay, yeah, drink your water. How many people genuinely drink 2 liters of water a day for you to justify like 6 crates of water?
Fair, I drink a gallon about, but that's me.
No,
I'm
but
not the average
I'm saying
person.
how many
Yeah,
people?
Yeah, not
right?
many. Not many.
Most people will down a Diet Coke, a Coke Zero,
100%, yeah.
or like 6 Red Bulls or something like that.
And because a lot of tap water nowadays is safe to drink. People also, majority of them do drink tap water as well.
You know what? If you never want to be in the issue of water bottle crisis, go buy a filtered jug, fill it with tap water, and your problem is solved.
Literally, and you save so much money doing that as well.
My mind is blown, bro. Oh my god. But people just don't think. They just it's like, I don't know what it is. It's just this random thing that clicks in a lot of people's minds. And the thing is, I'd say the first 20% of people to do it are at cause. They're the reason it's happening. The rest of them are just there by an effect.
Yeah.
It's like the way you said, like, oh, I don't want to miss out. It's
Yeah.
like if 20% of them are just hoarding all the toilet paper, you're gonna be like, mate, I will need toilet paper at some point. So I need to go buy my own batch.
Those people are fine, but I think there are a certain batch before those people, after the first 20%. You look at it and go, you know what, everyone else is doing it. If I don't do it, I'm going to be in a really bad place. They're the ones who don't think because they have the intelligence to initially be like, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
But they get taken by the social pressure and they really take that snowball effect into extreme. Because you're always going to get this 20% of, I just scraped the camera as well, my frustration. I'm that angry. You're always going to get the first 20%. I'm mad. There's always going to be the first 20% of people, right? Who are going to do whatever. Like, that's fine. But if you're the other percentage, why are you doing it? You're intelligent enough to know it's not an issue. Then why are you, like, just stop and just think, you know?
Yeah, it's like even in my household, when the toilet paper crisis happened, we bought the normal amount of toilet paper we needed. And we always got toilet paper amount we needed.
Yeah, 100%.
We never bought extra. We never hoarded it. We never had, there was never a moment where I was like, oh, we have no toilet paper. Like, we always had toilet paper. Like, thank God we did. Because otherwise it's a big mess. but there was never a moment where we were like, oh no, we really need it. Even this fuel stuff, my brothers and my dad, my mum, my mum still doesn't have fuel. Like, she doesn't have fuel because she's like, I'm not waiting in a line, I don't care. Like, she's like, I'll just get it when I can get it.
That's it. You know, the only reason I got it on Sunday is because I needed to drive. And I didn't get excess. I got the amount that I needed. Yeah. In fact, I didn't go full tank. I was just below. Like, I was like 3/4, just above 3/4. That's what I was like, that's all I need.
Like, my dad, he does Uber. So on Sunday, he had like, I think 15 miles left on his range. And he's like, you know, I actually need fuel to do my job.
Yeah.
Not to like leave it parked in the driveway for no reason.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, he needed it to genuinely do his job. So he's like, all right, let me get a full tank.
Like, I know I make short journeys. I'm not going to get excess fuel because I don't need it. Like, realistically, I'll fill up maybe once a month. And the amount
of people that work from home.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like, I'd say 50%, at least 50% of this country is working from home.
But here's the crazy part. There've been situations, actually, which happened yesterday. I read up on it as well, actually. During a petrol station, they just ran out of like fuel for that day.
Yeah.
And you see people actually physically fighting.
Yeah.
And one of them got charged with, it's alleged right now, but they still got charged for it. That's true. For is it called? It's not abuse.
It's assault.
Battery assault. Yeah, for assault. So someone has actually been aggressive and gone forward and tried to hit the other person.
Yeah, there's this video on Twitter where like these two dads and sons, like obviously two separate dads and sons.
Yeah.
They just fought each other for petrol.
Yeah, not two dads and against two sons.
No, it wasn't that.
That would be a great fight, though, wouldn't it?
Dad and son against dad and son.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Little tag team.
Yeah, a tag team. You know, a little
bonding
tag team
session.
Match. WWE, late night Raw. You know, that's what we got at the petrol pump.
That's true. It is entertaining, actually. Actually, you know what? Again, I scraped the camera. But not out of frustration, out of excitement. Because I was having a lovely dinner, right?
Yeah.
With my cousins. And we were in, I forgot where it was. I think it was Clapham or Putney, whatever it was. Basically, it was right next to a petrol station. So we went out of the restaurant. Right outside the petrol station, there was like a massive queue.
Yeah.
And that queue went from one side to another side. Now, the issue is, those two sides, they had separate roads so the other cars could get through. But there was a gap from this side to that side.
Yeah.
And that gap, if you're on one lane, you're fine. If you're on that lane, you're fine as well. But if you go in the middle, you block that lane coming out. Two cars literally blocked the lane.
Oh my.
And they created a massive queue. A bus tried to get through and they couldn't get through.
Yeah.
Now, we were finding it hilarious. So we started laughing. A lot of people started honking and then started honking for no reason. There were football chants going on.
Yeah.
Someone was doing another song. It was insane. It was crazy, right? It was chaos. Like, 3 people got out of one car to the car in the middle.
Yeah.
It wasn't aggressive. They were just saying, mate, like, just move to the side because you're blocking traffic.
Yeah.
And the guy came to his senses. He's like, oh, you know what? After a solid 10, 15 minutes, he's like, yeah, I'm going to go to the side.
Yeah.
After all that happened, all this drama, another car went to block. Then they did the same thing.
Oh, man.
Literally straight after. The first car that was waiting then turned around and was like, you know what? I'm going to go. After waiting like 40 minutes blocking traffic, he then decided to leave.
Oh, my days.
This other car went to the other lane and this other car took that place. It was just a complete mess. And it was just chaos for no reason.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, man.
Like, but it was so entertaining because people were literally queuing up for cars and it became so epic. So in the same manner that, yes, it's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that in life, you know.
Yeah.
You need
crisis. I rate the people who take like the entertainment factor from crises.
Yeah.
There was like a guy on Twitter who did like a little chant. He was like, "Oh, I'm on a bike, fueling for petrol, I'm on a bike." Like that was
Yeah.
the chant. I'll put the video in if I can be bothered, but I should. But yeah, like people taking like a light-hearted joke and light-hearted humor from it.
Yeah.
Is probably the most refreshing thing to see,
You know what I just realized though? Us talking about all of this, imagine this actually gets really worse.
bro.
We're gonna look absolute idiots.
Worse.
Yeah, but imagine like, all right, imagine we're complaining, we're saying, "Oh, you're ridiculous," and then turn around and be like, "Hey, that looks so bad now, do we?" I got all this petrol. How much do you want to pay for it? I'll be like, flipping out, man.
It's like those memes where there's a guy at like a lamppost. It's like late night, and he's standing with his hand in his pocket, and he's
What,
like,
just gallons of fuel?
no,
like,
it's
drops
like
out.
a meme during COVID, and he's like standing there with his hand in his pocket, and
Sanitizer.
it was sanitizer,
Yeah.
and the guy goes, "How much? How much?" He's like £2. He's like, "All right, here," and then he goes, and he's like, "Is that it, bro?" He's like, "No, go, man, go."
But imagine the
And it's just sanitizer. It's
But imagine COVID was worse and it got to that point.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's fine now. Imagine the fuel bar gets so bad that like you can't drive your cars anymore. And here's the thing.
Oh, do you know how good that would be for Extinction Rebellion?
Oh yeah, that would be great for that. Fantastic. But here's the issue. A lot of people are paying road tax for their cars.
Yeah.
They paid money for their cars. Imagine
Yeah.
you just bought a new car. Yeah, you can't drive anymore. People would get annoyed.
Yeah, but a brand new
I would
car
like to
doesn't
see
have
it.
too much road tax.
Yeah, but you still bought the brand new car. That's the
Yeah,
issue.
that's true.
Like I'm fine. I got £0 road tax. I bought
Yeah.
my car like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm alright. But I know there's people who just bought new cars.
Yeah.
If you got electric cars, again, you're fine.
Yeah,
as well.
you're
You're
chilling.
living life. Yeah.
I saw the tweet. It was like, "Oh, electric cars must be laughing at this moment."
Oh man, my cousin, my neighbor, one of my neighbors, he's got a Tesla, right? He's had
Yeah.
it for a while. He was just relaxed. I saw him driving casually because meanwhile, I'm still being a little bit careful, not
Yeah.
crazy, but I'm alright. My
Yeah.
car's quite fuel efficient.
Yeah.
But this guy's just like going
He's just
wherever.
chilling, bro. He's like riding. As
My
much
dad
as
just
he
got an
wants.
electric car as well. He's like, yeah, do whatever you want, man. I'm all good. Like it's like to be fair, here's a thought: if you're the government
Yeah.
and we know their plans is to get all cars electric by a certain year.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a great way of motivating for the future that maybe electric cars is the way to go. Because these resources are finite and maybe
Yeah,
we've seen an
yeah.
example of it.
Yeah. I mean,
If you're going to do it, then maybe people learn by experience.
maybe this is like a wake up call.
Yeah, but
Maybe it'll increase like the amount of people that.
do you think it's purpose or do you think it's by fate or
Mate, there's
chance?
no. Do you know what? I feel like anything happens for no reason.
Anything happens for no... Okay, that's a very
So
wise
like,
saying, actually.
so someone will do something for a reason, but it may not actually happen for that reason. Is what I mean.
It'll happen for another reason.
If it will happen for a different reason,
For another effect.
or like another effect, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, if you could afford an electric car, this is a great wake up call. Just if you can afford it, just do it. Like
Yeah,
just
exactly.
if you can get a charge point in your house or there's one
No,
close
you
by,
there's like government bursaries to get charging points for your house
yeah,
installed.
but you have to get permission. Like so, if you don't own the house, you have to get permission as well. So,
Yeah.
some of them may not give permission.
Yeah.
But if that is the case, if you got a charging
But the
point near
thing
your
is,
house,
your
just
house,
take it.
your house price goes up if you have a charging point.
It does make sense to have one.
So-
No, but genuinely, there are some who are like, just
Yeah,
no.
no, obviously,
You know
because
what I
some
mean?
people are like about the aesthetics and stuff like that as well. Because it
Yeah.
is a bit weird.
It does look
But-
a bit strange, but
And then a lot of people, like even on my road, I wouldn't say someone could get an electric car and always park in front of the house, because my road is like
Yeah.
a cul-de-sac. And
yeah, no, of
you
course,
you can't always be
That's
like,
true.
yeah, I'm parking here, because there's the neighbor next to me. There's no road. It's
That's
just
the thing.
grass.
If you then have a charging point which is not too far from your house, walk wise, it's a
Yeah.
worthy investment because you're going to save so much money in fuel as well. Like,
Yeah.
there is no fuel, so it's like you're averting this crisis and you're self-reliant as well. Because the idea of electric cars is like, oh, I'm relying on electricity. It's not,
Yeah.
the resource. I have to charge it. I have to do this. If you think about it, you're not relying on anything. Like, there's no. Let's say
The only
there's
thing
no
you're
petrol
relying on
station.
is the national grid.
But that's a very big. I don't think they're gonna run out of metal to build. To rebuild certain.
Do you know how
grids.
electricity is produced?
I'm saying that's important.
What is
I'm
going
saying
on
there's.
with your point?
I literally because I was gonna say electricity, then I was like, oh, the little tools to build it. I don't know. I'm going off something, right? Because
Yeah.
lorry drivers is very.
Yeah, it's a bit all over the place.
It's a
this
bit all
podcast.
over the place, just like the national grid, all over the place.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but
Actually, I did have a question for you. Do you think, because there's a lot of energy firms that need bailing out,
Mhm.
they're not getting their bailout. Do you think that all these energy firms should actually go, instead of being private, they should be public, like under government, like they used to be.
I think that they should just firm it. Do you not get that joke?
It's because it's an energy firm.
Yeah, because you said an energy firm. They should just firm it.
We'll be right back once Faiq gets his brain back.
Intermission. But anyways, I think if you can keep your company private, most companies are going to do that.
No, I mean, as in so like, instead of having British Gas, EDF, and all these random people, you just have the government controlling it. So then you don't have like competitive prices or prices that always increase and decrease and stuff like that.
But no company's going to do that. It stops them making money because logically, by having it all on
that's what I mean. Like, buy it back. The government buy it back.
The government. Do you know why the government wouldn't want to do that? Is by having these companies, again, to go sort of back on what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But having them private does help the economy because they're providing money towards the economy. So this competition is really great for them. And unfortunately, the government does care about money more than anything else. And in a way, rightfully so. If your economy is strong, you're doing well as a country,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
So yes, I think for people, it probably would be beneficial. But I think it comes down to us being in capitalist society. That's what we are, whether it's good or bad, whether you like it or not, that's what we are.
Yeah.
And I think the government will try and keep that as much as possible. When it comes to companies anyway, it's very rare for government to try and control companies.
Yeah.
Especially with the Tory government. It's just, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, let's not get too political. I'll tell you my stance on politics. I can't vote. I don't care. End of story.
Neither can I. I don't care, but it's interesting to watch.
No, I don't.
No, actually, sorry. Actual politicians aren't interesting. Sometimes they are, actually. Boris Johnson can be very interesting to watch.
And do you know what? I don't actually know what this podcast episode has gone. We've gone from fuel shortage to Insulate Britain or Insulate
That was
Homes.
a plan all along. Remember, I do the topics. I know how this goes.
Yeah, if you're ever upset with a topic or what has been said, please go to Faiq, the real one, on his
And I will
Instagram.
ignore every single one of them. Like, do you really think I care about your hate comments? Like, seriously, you could say what you want. I do not care. Like, genuinely, I don't care. It doesn't affect my day. Like,
He's asking for it.
I'm literally asking for it. Like, send me DMs if you want to. Try and ruin my day. Do something.
Bye.
Make it entertaining.
I think that's the end of the podcast for
That's
this
not
week.
the end of the podcast. I'm just being in that. It's sort of weekend, man. It's been that sort of mood. Annoyed at people. Tell us about your worst experience. Tell us about your best experience. Tell us about your funniest one.
Yeah.
Right?
Tell us everything in the comments down below. And you may have noticed that these podcasts are now bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks. And that's just so we get the quality and everything up to par. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, comment, as Faiq the real one has said.
Having said that, we may do weekly and bi-weekly because I think you may have messed up. I think we record bi-weekly. Are we also releasing bi-weekly now? Is that the new schedule? Because we have to let them know the actual thing.
Yeah, we release bi-weekly.
So we'll be releasing bi-weekly. Make sure you keep up bi-weekly. And yeah, comments. Because I thought we were just recording it. I thought we'll still have extra stuff ready.
No. You release bi-weekly.
Okay.
That was the whole point.
Okay.
Clearly, we have some discussions to do off camera.
No,
but
we're
thank
fine.
you for listening.
It really doesn't matter. I don't care about you lot in the comments. You lot.
Whoa.
I generally don't care. As long as you watch this and you enjoy it, that's all I care about. I don't care about your preferences. I genuinely, I don't care.
Yeah, we've established this guy. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.